Bob Lazar has a new movie coming out very soon, and as someone invested in the field of ufology, I'm excited to hear what he has to say. I have believed his story since first hearing about the secret base and its operations in the early 90s. Bob Lazar has been through some difficult times because of what he did, and it's easy for us to forget what the man has been through. I would say he is a survivor. We have looked at how governments and their agencies often find it easier to disappear these leaks in a couple of other videos. Bob is very lucky. He never met with an unfortunate accident or decided to take his own life, suicided as they say. So let's dig into what the man went through, tell his story of Element 115 and the back engineering of UFOs. Welcome to IF, videos on history and mystery. Hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you never miss a video again. Most have heard the name Bob Lazar. The man is best known as the whistleblower that outed Area 51 and its program of reversed extraterrestrial technologies. Lazar claimed to have been a worker at the base, being part of the group entrusted with back-designing UFO aircraft. These days he is making documentary films and is currently employed as a science and innovation advisor to companies like Raytheon, a company which, ironically, has contracts with the military, the people who tried to bury Lazar and his story. So for those that are unfamiliar with Lazar, let's have a quick catch up. So if you watch the new film, Extraordinary Beliefs, you will have some idea what the man has been through for the past 30 years. In 1989, KLAS journalist George Knapp aired his interview that would change UFO study for the next 3 decades. This is the point at which the world was introduced to Robert Bob Scott Lazar, live for all to see on the Las Vegas TV channel. Lazar gave a riveting interview telling how he had worked at a mysterious underground lab called S4, 8 miles south of the now infamous Groom Lake military base, Area 51. On live television, he told America that there was a collection of disc-shaped craft kept at the base, which all looked damaged in some way. He said that he was told that they were extraterrestrial in origin, and he noticed that they were of a design that would be suitable for pilots that were small and humanoid in shape. After seeing such things, Bob could not keep silent, even after he had signed a document swearing to never divulge what he saw at the facility. He began telling friends about his work at the base, and even disclosed to them where and when they could see experimental test flights of projects he had been working on. He and his companions were then caught at one of these UFO viewing sessions, and his employment was terminated. He is lucky that it was only the job he lost. There are many conspiracies out there when whistleblowers end up dead. So the story goes on. The Air Force denied that Bob had worked with them or for them and began to discredit the man. This is where things get strange and fall in favor of Bob's story. Upon investigation, Knapp found that another top-secret facility, Los Alamos National Laboratories in New Mexico, had Lazar listed in their phone book. Lazar said he had worked there, but LANL denied that claim. This was the tip of the iceberg. Mr. Lazar told the reporter that he had degrees from the California Institute of Technology and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Neither could be confirmed, as records for that time and Bob Lazar had vanished. Was there a clandestine effort being made to remove this man's credibility and make him look like a liar, publicly assassinating his character so people would dismiss his story as the rantings of a UFO crackpot? It would seem so. Despite this, for the large part of the 1990s, Lazar's case was global news. Many latched onto the story and how it built a case for extraterrestrial visitation and the procuring of their technology by the United States government. This has led to Area 51 gaining a cult-like status in popular culture in regards to UFOs and aliens. This could and would have cost the government or the shady groups behind the government billions of dollars, as now the base would be under too much attention to carry out secretive testing. Later, we would learn of projects like Oxcart originating from the base, proving that this was home to advanced aeronautical research programs. Lazar said he was employed as a contractor at the Los Alamos facility through the 80s and still did consulting work on occasion. Using the knowledge he had gained from MIT in 1973 with a degree in semiconductor physics, he was helping them with the back engineering of the propulsion system for these flying discs. This is when Lazar introduced the world to Element 115, at the time something that didn't exist on the periodic table, but now does, Proving these claims became difficult for Bob, but he was able to show IDs showing that he had worked at other facilities doing high-tech work, such as China Lake, Kirtland Air Force Base, Los Alamos, Sandia, and the Manzano weapons storage facility. Others came forward and backed up Bob's claims, saying that they had worked at the base and that they had seen him going about his work. The Air Force continued to deny that Lazar had worked for or with them in any capacity. Engineering physicist Dr. Robert Krangle stepped forward, saying he had attended security meetings with Lazar. He explained that in these meetings they were given the usual briefing, asking not to talk about what they were doing or seeing. When quizzed about Lazar's role on the base and what specifically Lazar was working on, he said he didn't know what he was up to any more than Bob knew what he was working on. Compartmentalization, working to help keep these projects secret. Dr. Krangle also spoke on how he understood why Lazar's employers were so upset with him, saying, "I understand how Los Alamos would blackball him. He committed professional suicide. He broke from the fold and talked about it. Within the security community, that is something you do not do." I wonder if this silence is kept out of fear or respect. It would seem that Bob Lazar made the smart move by being so public. If something were to have happened to him, it would have more people looking at his work and the bases and government secrets. For years, detractors of Lazar's claims said that it was all fiction, but over the past 30 years, information has slowly leaked, and with each new nugget which surfaces, there is more support for Bob Lazar's story and that of Dr. Krangle. The question remains, if Lazar really did work at Los Alamos, which is now looking like a certainty, why are they hiding this information? The bizarre mystery of Area 51, S4, and extraterrestrial technology continues. Could this new movie finally give us the information we need? Will this prove once and for all Bob Lazar's story, and that the government knows about and has actively been researching an alien presence on our planet? I guess we will have to watch and see. Are you looking forward to this new film? Do you believe Bob's story? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoy what we do here on the channel, hit that subscribe button. Maybe give it a like and a share. You can catch the latest by searching social media for We Are If. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.